Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, it's Soul Arts, and you guys saw the title of the video. So, my mom told me a few days ago that I was talented in my art, that I was always going to be talented with however I drew. Now, I remember when I was a kid in elementary school that people used to laugh at my art for when I was drawing. These kids were trolling my art. I know I have some around here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see this? See this? I keep it in the binder with me to remind me how far I've grown. So, as you can see, this is what I drew a long time ago. You guys see all these? These are old drawings, or drawings that when I first started learning how to draw art. And this is not even, you know, me tracing, because that's pretty much what I did when I first started to get myself better. Because outside of tracing, all I was doing was stick figures. And around now was when I started making my own characters and drawings, and I stopped tracing. So even at the very start, I did not have any talent. All I had was skill. I mean, not skill. All I had was tracing and the desire to just want to keep drawing anything. So, you know, when you don't have that talent, it always ends up to be desire and that willingness to always want to improve. And that's always what I had, because I also thought it was fun too. I always remember when I first started drawing, or first was interested in drawing, and I tell this story to pretty much everyone. I was in elementary school, and we had like an after school program where they kept us over until our parents came and picked us up after work. And this one kid, we're going to call him, not Crilley. He's not a Crilley. He was a tall dude. We're going to call him Buff Ass Trunks. So Buff Ass Trunks was drawing this cool version of Goku turning Super Saiyan. And, you know, this is around the time where Dragon Ball Z was still in the air, and everybody was waiting like 2 seasons for Frieza to turn into his second form and then rip off Ridley Scott. Oh man, those were the days. Terrible days, but memory is such a great time. So he was drawing Goku, and I was like, oh my god, this is so awesome. I want to be able to draw like that. So, you know, I got my pencil and paper. After I talked to him, I was like, this is so cool. Can you teach me how to draw? And he said, nah, I don't have time. I'm actually going to be, you know, leaving. I'm going to go someplace else. I don't remember what his reason was. But yeah, he never came back after that. But I was like, you know, it's cool. I'm going to teach myself how to draw. So the first thing I did after getting my pencil and paper together, had my eraser, I was prepared. I said, my mind can hold all the drawings that I wanted to, and I'll just copy it right from there. And I went to the paper, and I was just going at it. I was scribbling and scrabbling. I had my whole line weight going on. I had my pencil at the right angle, and I came off with a stick figure. And when everyone else saw my drawings, they were like, this is terrible, you're total ass, you should just eat shit and die and never return or draw again. And at that time, my pride was so high that I didn't even hear what they were saying. It was almost like I had headphones on, because I didn't care what they had to say, and I loved my work. The fact that I made it and no one else did meant that I was proud of myself. I was proud of my stick figures. I was proud of my stick figures with their box clothing. And when I realized that I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, I started going to tracing. I traced pretty much anything that was drawn over and over, new things, old things, anything I can get my hands on, I was just tracing. And after a while, I realized that tracing wasn't doing what I needed it to do. I was only tracing things and I wasn't really learning. See, that's like another skill right there, making sure when you're copying something, you're applying the knowledge that you learned and keeping it and interpolating it to anything you want to learn in the future. So doing that means that you're tracing for a second, and then you're not tracing anymore, and you're using those skills like a bodybuilder. You're working out, you grew your muscles. Now it's time for you to stop using the gym and use those muscles in real life, lifting some boxes, pushing some cars. You know, you did your squats on the machine. Now it's time to suplex somebody and give them the old Travis Scott. No, Not Travis Scott. Oh my god. Travis touchdown suplex. Yes. Ah man, I love that game. I really need to replay that game, especially since 3 came out. I haven't played 3 yet. Has anybody else played 3? Let me know in the comments how you guys felt about 3, because you know, a lot of people have mixed bags and feelings about Travis Scott. Because why do I keep saying Travis Scott? Travis Scott was amazing too, by the way, in the Fortnite event. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys saw the Fortnite event for Travis Scott. That thing was amazing. That was the first time I watched an event on Fortnite, and that's what got me into the game, actually, watching the events, because the events were so cool, especially the music events. Oh, the Ariana Grande came into the music events. Whoo, whoo. Oh, wait, okay. Focus. Where were we again? Right. As you keep using these skills and repeating them over and over again, you're learning, you're being able to use them towards other things like cross hatching or hatching. Like, let's start simple. Hatching in general. Like, hatching is a bunch of lines right next to each other. You then learn how to apply hatching to make an object look more three-dimensional. So let's take a cylinder, for example. Take a cylinder, put some hatching lines on there. Then you go, okay, this is a straight line of hatchings, look nice, but maybe I can improve it. And then you do cross hatching, and then it makes your cylinder look a bit more cylinder. It's always great to improve your skills, but don't forget, when everybody says, or when you say to yourself that I just don't have that talent, or that I'm just not that talented, or that person is a prodigy, or all sorts of, genius type words being thrown around. Everybody had to start somewhere, and your skills always grow with you as long as you continue to improve upon them. And as long as you're willing to want to learn and grow, dude, the sky's the limit. You guys see Yusuke Murata's work? That man started like we all did, I think. I don't know. I'm just saying this because it makes me feel better. But, we all start with stick figures. We all start with bubble people. We all start somewhere. And we only grow from there. The only difference between us is that, some of us might have more time than others. Some of us might have better applications of our skills than others. Some of us might just need a slower path because we're slower when it comes to drawing. I didn't really start getting good until, I want to say 2015. And good is, me being generous with myself. I was most likely decent, but I still was just making my art regardless. Some of the mangas that I have that I don't even put out, I have like decent art in it. I look at it and I go, ugh, but I wanted to make it and I kept going regardless of what anybody had to say. And that's always what you want to do. You always want to keep pushing forward regardless of what people say about your work. But don't forget that feedback is just as important when it comes to pushing forward. When people give you their opinions, and it's not just to say, man, your ass, man, this work is garbage. When they say like, man, this is good. Maybe you could work on your eyes a bit more. Maybe, the way you do your fingers could be improved upon, stuff like that. The criticism, what's the word again? Constructive criticism that people give you is always useful for your growth. So don't be afraid for people to say, man, this isn't right, but you can improve on it. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Sorry this one took another 3 weeks, but it is what it is. Life gets in the way. Also, as you've seen, I have been working on the cover for my new one-shot manga that I was making during my time off of school. It is called Mortal Angels, and it is on a website called Global Comics. Yeah, when I found that website, it has like manga and comics on there, and anybody can post it. Also, you can get paid on there for your manga and your comics if you want. It is cool, guys. Like, you guys should check it out. I'm surprised I've never heard of it before. I had to like dig deep and search for this thing. So make sure you guys show support and let other people know that it exists. Also, check out my Mortal Angels. It's on there. Oh yeah, it is spelled Mortal Angels and Angels is spelled ANGLS. There's no E in my Mortal Angels because I just thought it would be cooler without the E. You know, oh, I need to make a video on how to make your own text. Well, maybe not text. What's it called again? Your titles. Yeah, make your own titles. It's gonna be on the list one day. So keep on the lookout for that. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and links are down in the description. Peace.